The Joe Rogan Experience.
We want to categorize people as being, like you said, 1 or 0, binary, irredeemable, like either chosen or irredeemable. And you have to be very careful with how you talk, or you get labeled in 1 or 2 of those categories. And people are so scared now. Communicate. I had a conversation with a friend a while back, and it was a crazy conversation. It was alcohol involved. But he said something really ridiculous. He was saying that maybe it's good that women get so much money in divorce because of all the shit they've been through from men over the years. And I was like, what does that have to do with money and divorce? Like, if that's an individual person that's getting money from another individual person, is she collecting? Is this like reparations for all the horrible things that have happened for women? And he goes, well, and so he starts getting defensive. And he goes, well, what about income inequality that women have to deal with? I go, oh, Jesus. I go, well, that's not real, right? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, it's not like they have the same jobs. It's not like both women, the man and a woman are both male men. They both do the same amount of houses, but the man makes $1 when the woman makes 70 cents. He goes, that's exactly what it is. I go, the fuck it is. That's not what it is.
It's illegal.
It is illegal.
We've already passed that law.
I had to explain. But
right.
Everybody walked on eggshells. Everybody was like, oh, Jesus, what are you saying?
Right.
Like, you're saying income inequality is not real?
Right.
Like, no, it's not that it's not real.
There's so many of those mic drop phrases that they use, kids in cages, which, of course, we don't want kids in cages, but there's a whole discussion to be had about immigration as opposed to just kids in cages or Islamophobia. Of course, that is a real thing. It exists, but there's a whole other discussion. But just these – look, the left – often uninformed. Yeah. They just are.
But they have these bullet points that they feel like they definitely can shut a conversation down
That's what I mean. They don't feel like they have to learn a lot about a subject because you have these mic drop sayings or phrases that just stop people from talking.
Well, I'd fortunately known the actual statistics, and so when we were talking about it, I was saying, they choose different jobs.
And also they negotiate for themselves differently.
Yes.
They need to negotiate for themselves better.
Well, that's one of the things when people accuse Jordan Peterson of being sexist. Jordan Peterson literally counseled and coached women how to be more assertive in their jobs to get better raises.
Sure.
He was really explaining how to do this and just even maybe possibly against your better instincts, to exert yourself and show that you understand your value. And this is what men do. And this is why men get raises. And oftentimes women just kind of keep it to themselves and they're a little nervous about it.
But it is amazing. I mean, you mentioned divorce. Yeah, they don't assert as well going for a raise. But boy, the divorce thing. And that can go both ways if the woman is the one who has more money.
Yeah, but when the fuck does that ever happen? That's like women who beat up men. Like women beat men up too. Like when I hear that, I'm like, oh my God.
I always say, then go to the gym.
Yes.
You should go to the gym, man.
It's like these
and
fucking
get yourself a little stronger.
Men's rights assholes are like, there's so much to make fun of men's rights guys, but I had one of them on one of my comedy specials. I had a bit about it where they were saying, do you know that men get raped more often than women? I go, yeah, by other men, you fucking idiot.
Exactly.
What do you think?
I remember that, yeah.
The chicks are out there raping dudes? What do you think? Cheerleaders are out there raping cops?
Have you had Christina Hoff Sommers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I love her too. She was on our show recently, and we were talking about the fact that also they don't bring up a lot of the time that most of the horrible, dirty jobs in the world are done by men. Yeah. They're the ones who are up on the telephone pole.
Most likely to die on the job, most likely to be murdered, most likely to go to jail. Yeah.
Most likely to get a much longer jail sentence for the same crime. So we're not crying about being men. We're just saying, as she says, life is a complex mixture of advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah. I think the pendulum's swinging the other way, though. I think really dumb statements like "fuck all white men," like we used to hear on Twitter, and people used to like applaud and retweet it. I think people are now like, "Oh, come on, what the fuck?"
Well, that's a little out there, but I have heard when now it's going in the other direction because the race is winnowing. But at the point of, say, 6 months, a year ago, when lots of people were getting into the race, at some point there were 24 Democrats in there, and when a white guy would get in, it was very common to hear, do we need another white guy?
Yeah.
And that was completely okay on the left. And it's like, okay, but then we are saying that we're using race to judge whether someone is qualified.
And gender.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We are using race and gender to say whether someone is qualified, just so we understand what we're doing here. Because I don't think that's exactly what Martin Luther King meant when he said judge by the content of their character and not the color of their skin, which seems to elude a certain segment.
It's the dumbest form of identity politics, and it's really ridiculously dumb when they don't realize that same sort of strategy is going to come right back around at you. It's like people that think that guy's pissing me off, I'm going to go fucking punch him. Well, guess what? He's going to punch you back. Like this is not. It's not that simple. If you go around judging people based on their gender and their color and their race, guess what? They're going to do that to you now. Like it's a terrible strategy.